Hi, I'm Nate the Bias User, and today I'm going to be taking out my biases on this new Tim Hecker album, No Highs. I would say it's very easy for ambient music to not stand out, but that's kind of what makes it rewarding when it does. And with this new Tim Hecker album, this is a rewarding record. We begin with the 8-minute cut Monotony that opens with a plucking string that is visible throughout, but at its most visible at the start. But what reduces the visibility is the crapload of horns that collect in the song's continuance. And what makes me enjoy the song isn't just that, but the different production styles. Some horns sound clean, some create a static sensation, and some are heavy and dense, but that doesn't seem to stop them all from interacting. Just a super epic opener. The cooldown of a follow-up Glissalia is well deserved, but the quality is easily kept high by the synths that all sound like somebody making noise with their mouth open and then closing it while still making noise over an intensely electronic auto-tune. Total Garbage was great for the violin play and all the ambience, but the production is also a huge selling point. The open fog and space was amazing, and I'm glad Tim was able to acknowledge that by later fading the violin back just so the ambience could be acknowledged. Lotus Light is another 8-minute cut. I will also state there is another one of these, making 3 in total, but this one has its signature, has its own individual track from the tapping bass that sounded great. But I also gotta love the passage it goes through. It sometimes gets heavy, it wiggles around, and later gets foggy to the point of invisibility, which isn't a big deal since it's only gone for the last minute and a half. Winter Cop is a short follow-up, and I wish time was the only thing about the song that got stripped back, but the atmosphere wasn't as dense as I wish it was. All we really got was a high-pitched synth sounding like it was in a tunnel. An underwhelming point to the record, but In Your Mind makes up for it, with the spamming keys containing density that feels like it's pushing the track, and it comes off as if it's in control slowing down, just to get a fast clicking bass picking the song up, and then a loud vibrating bass popping up a few times. And this all gets followed by Monotony too, that not only brings back the plucking string of the first one, but shows an amazing energetic horn solo from Cole and Stetson. Great track, but what came up easily came down on Pulse Suppression. That is heavy in its bass hitting, but not flavorful. It's very tasteless with nothing much to back it up. Then we get the third and final 8-minute track Anxiety, that had me hooked by the back and forth chemistry of the dense strings, but I was turned off when the strings grow to get soft early on, making this my least favorite of the longer tracks. Not all that great from front to back, but still decent. But Sense Suppression, while short, is a track of things I hated rather than liked. The low-key feel underwhelmed me, and then we get this all-over-the-place synth passage, just an awful combo. Then we reach the record's closer that was tolerable, definitely nothing to hate about it, but I can't help but find the smooth nature of it all to be a symptom of the track playing it safe, which I'm not happy was the thing on the closer. Tim Hecker's No Highs is an ambient electronic album I do appreciate. It's consistent when it comes to getting one hit after another, but there's also a handful of weak spots altogether on the back end. Saying this record tripped on the finish line is an understatement. But even though there is all good stuff in one place and all bad stuff in the other, the good area is far more dominant, which results in this being, at least to my standards, a relatively good album. I'm gonna give this album a 6.7. Like, subscribe, comment how you feel or give a suggestion. Check out my other social medias, and I'll see you next time.